What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live. I guess I'm solo today. Okay. It's a me. It's a me. Your main man Mercenite coming to you. Uh, man, I got. I'm still. I guess we'll allow people to file in. Uh, yeah. Hey now. What's up, everybody? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Is just a me hanging out. We're just kicking it, man. We're just kicking it. Ciao, everyone. Hey now. All right. Okay, so I'm I had a I guess I had a rough day, even though it was self-inflicted. I had a so I was at yesterday. I was at you got this. Okay, so I was uh I was out and about. I was at my buddy Mike's house, a little get together, and I think I had too much to drink because I woke up with the nastiest. But it's like I sobered up, came home, but then woke up with just the nastiest hangover, and I'm just now like coming out of it, coming out of that fog. And holy cow, that was awful. That was terrible. And I basically just slept all day today. Like I didn't go to sleep until like maybe 5 in the morning, and then woke up at around 8, and then like I tried to work on the show a little bit, and I'm just staring at the screen, just kind of dozing off. So I'll go back to sleep and then wake up, and then I'm just like, and then try to work on the show some more, try to work on Hot Book Alert Live some more, and I'm just like, nope, go back to sleep. And the third nap that I took today. Oh yeah, for sure. From the heat and alcohol, absolutely. Yeah, I got to not do that ever, like literally ever again. My 47-year-old body ain't can't take it anymore. I remember like back when I was in my 20s, like, you know, just have a hangover. I'd go to work, and then like I'd work on like a Sunday morning, right? Early Sunday morning. And like I'd be at the club, basically come straight from the club, go to work, and like I still would have a hangover, but I could still function, right? And it's just me. No, I'm not working today, and I'm just kind of like, no, and I'm just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here, and I'm just like, I can't handle it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm over it. No more drinking like that. And I don't even think I had that much to drink, really. But yeah. They call me Bruce. What's up, buddy? Okay. Uh I got a random act of kindness from They Call Me Bruce here in the chat. So we will be opening this up on air. So stick around for that, okay? You got to stick around. But we will be opening this bad boy up. So yeah, it's on and popping. Recovery day. Recovery day. Yeah, I was at Michael's house last night, little get together. I didn't realize how much I had to drink. And yeah, I felt like shit this morning. I felt like shit this morning, felt like shit all day, and I'm just now coming out of it. So but good times though. It was really good times. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I didn't expect to be there like pretty much. I think I was there till like maybe 4 in the morning or something like that. It was it was wild time, but a good time. All right, okay. So on top of the live unboxing, I got I got tickets from Ken at Pop Culture Comics because I'll be doing the let me see, go do solo format. Okay, so I'll be at the Pittsburgh Comic Show on November 23rd. Are we focusing? Yes. So I'll be there November 23rd, and he sent me some free tickets. So I'm not probably not gonna give them away right like on air because not right now. Probably closer to the show. I want to say like by the fall. You know what I mean? Probably like around September ish. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, we have those, and it's gonna be a good time. Gurbinder passed out on the massage table. Man, yeah, I was wondering what happened to him. Wow, on the massage, not even the couch, but the massage table. Damn. Okay. And I think he had less to drink than me. You have a table too, right? Yes, yes, yes. So here's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be there. I'll have some boxes, but there's a really good friend of mine. He's a dealer friend that I set up at shows. Like I basically tag along with him at the shows, right? And he sets up, and I help him out. And he's going to be bringing his setup. He's going to have his wall rack and boxes of really good stuff, better stuff than I would have. I tell you that. And I've been trying to get him to do this show, the Pittsburgh Comic Show, for a very long time. And this is and my buddy John. I don't know um, who uh, who has seen his setup and the books that he has, but he has terrific books. He has great prices on those books. So we'll basically be doing that together, and yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a really good time. All right, good time. That is the theme of this show. A good time. All right. I may need a ticket, or can I join in on the trip? Shit, man. Of course, of course. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm probably gonna be leaving like early. I took listen, you got basically Mike, you got 5 months to plan ahead. Okay. You got 5 months. So and I'll probably be leaving like earlier than gosh, how long is it gonna take? Because I want to get there by like 7 in the morning or whatever time whatever the earliest the setup is. So I want to do that, and so I'll probably be leaving at around probably I want to say like probably before 5 ish. You know what I'm saying? It's comfy. It's a comfy table with the massage table. It's a comfy table with a big blanket. Okay. For whatever reason, I was thinking it was like maybe like a ping pong table. That was the image in my head. So, he caught up on the drinking. Okay, yeah. Hey now, Red Cat Man, what's up? Yeah, so yeah, dude, you can definitely, Mike, you definitely come. But I'll probably be leaving like super early though. You know what I mean? So, um, starts popping around 7 to 7:30 with vendors. Okay, yeah. So I want to get there like early as possible. Get set up as early as possible, and then look around. That's how we do. Finished all the Corona. I didn't even get any Corona. As much as I drank, I didn't even get any Corona. Damn. I didn't even get no Corona. All right. So, okay, so that was my yesterday. That's what I did yesterday. I did go to a comic book shop. I didn't get but I did go to a comic shop on the way to Mike's house, and I found a couple of really good books, like really good. So I'm thinking I'll be doing a comic book haul sometime this week. So if not, because I have to because all my books are like all the books that I have for a haul, they're like scattered all over the place. So if I can find all of them, probably look for a haul. I'm thinking around maybe Thursday or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. No, not Thursday, but maybe maybe Thursday or Friday. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, look out for a comic book haul. And all right, I'll tell you what. Since we're here, since it's just you and me, an intimate setting, they call me Bruce. Hold on. For dramatic effect, hold on. Oh, I almost sliced my finger. Almost sliced my finger. Shit. Okay, so let's do the full screen. Okay, since it's just you and me and you, your mama and your cousin too. They call me Bruce. Thank you so much. It's on and popping. It's on. We're going to open this up. Random act of kindness from They Call Me Bruce. This knife sucks, by the way. This knife looks sharp, but it's really not. All right. I have the utility knife kicking around here somewhere. All right. Okay. All right. We got pull. Yes. Okay. Packed very securely. Very. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening. Let's see. Oh, we got a note. Carter found this while digging at half-price books. I thought it was pretty funny and figured you would too, so I picked it up. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. With a signature. Thank you. All right. What we got here? All right. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Let me get my reaction. Intergalactic Nemesis. Thanks, Carter. Okay, so I got Intergalactic Nemesis with a bunch of names on it. All right. I'm going to open this up. This was at half price books. Wow. So there's somebody named listen. So there's somebody out there named Carter. Somebody else named Carter, and it was personalized to them. So That's funny. So when did this come out? So this came out in 2009, and this is the second print. Intergalactic Nemesis. That's funny. Because you would think, oh, this is dedicated to me. Okay, so if you hadn't said you found it at half price books, I'd have been like, oh, you got a bunch of you got me a bunch of you you went to the convention circuit and got me some autographs here. But yeah, now this is wild. This is really wild. So thank you. Of all the names, no, Carter is not a usual name. Not in my opinion. It's probably a usual last name more than anything. But yeah, this is cool. Thank you. I'm the only person that this is probably useful to, and the other Carter that that this was dedicated to. So that's great. Thank you. Thank you. They call me Bruce. That is what's up. All right. Now let's get into the meat and the taters of the Hot Book Alert Live all by myself. All right, let's get into it. Let's do this. Okay, so we got some sales here. Okay, so Silver Street Comics from 1946. So this is a CGC 1.5 ultra rare golden age comic. So this 1.5 sold for, geez, what did this thing sell for? $15.50. Jeez. Okay. I tell you what. Where is this thing? Silver Street Comics. I want to look at this. Because this, I mean, a 1.5 selling for 1,500, to me, that is very impressive. So let's get a look. All right. So this is 1946. So post World War II. Oh, we have an I Can Save Her cover. We have does this count as a Headlights cover too? This thing is nice. The torture meter. Mild pain, shooting pains, severe headache. Severe headache, bro. I had a severe headache today. And I'm literally just now getting over that headache. So, yeah, severe headache being like right there on the torture meter. That's very apt, I would say. Unbearable agony. So a severe headache is just a notch below unbearable agony. Yes, I agree with that. Near death and death. So now it's not. So now it's the murder machine. Okay. You know what? I dig this, and I can see why a 1.5 sold for as much as it did. Weatherbird shoes. Okay. Lev Gleason, Dick Briefer bondage cover. This cover has so much going for it. I love it. Well, let's take a look at the back. I mean, it looks to me, this looks more solid than a 1.5. It looks slightly more solid than 1.5. So, but overall, okay, yeah. But ultimately, I can see why this sold for $1,500 in a 1.5. All right, it's like the Wheel of Death for the yeah, exactly. Somehow I recovered nicely. Too much practice. I know, right? I guess I'm a lightweight anymore. I don't know. I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking anymore. The last hangover I had was at Michael's wedding. The last time was the day after Michael's wedding, and I had a comic book convention to do that morning, and I couldn't even finish the convention. I just was like, I was out. I was completely out. And the last time I actually drank was my brother's Super Bowl party. So I'm really just don't I just don't drink that much anymore. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this cover. I love it. I love it. I would love must have some stuff happening inside. I know, right? So I'm thinking, uh, God, I can't even imagine what like a 4.0 would sell for. You know what I'm saying? Conventions are exhausting. You ain't lying. I will say, NeoCon that's coming up in Cleveland in August. Their floor is so they do it at like a soccer sportsplex, right? And the ground is astroturf, so it's like super soft. And like by the time 4 o'clock rolls around, which is the time that ends, like it's just like nobody wants to leave because everybody's just so like comfortable there. You know what I mean? Instead of like walking on a hard floor. So, all right. I'm still trying to score a neocon ticket. All right. What's next? What's next? Okay. Look at this one here. So we have Reservoir Dogs comic. Or what the hell is this? No, no, no. It's not a comic. It's not a comic. It's a Japanese program. So it's signed by Michael Madsen. Michael Madsen, R.I.P. He died, I believe, on July 3rd. So this thing sold for $1,300. So just some, just something interesting to see. But is there is not turf makes a huge difference. No lies told there. Yeah, because by the okay, so at other shows, like by three, people are rearing to go. They're like damn near they're packing up, especially by 3:30. They're packing up, but by like 4 o'clock at the Neocon, um, there's like nobody's packed up yet. You know what I mean? Because everybody's having a good time. All right, all right. So this just sold today. Hellboy and the BPRD #1. So this is a 1 in 50 black and white sketch variant from Mike Mignola. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I can't remember, but so this 9/8 sold for $500. Um, best offer accepted from 600. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. All right, next up, Speed Comics #17. So this 2.5 sold. So this is from 1942, and so this is the beginning. I don't want to say this is the not the first appearance of Black Cat. I don't think, but I guess her stories begin in this comic because I know we've talked about this before, and I forget if this is the actual first appearance or not. But so this from well, you know what? I have it. Speed Comics. I've got the listing right here. I've got it right here. So this sold for $2,350. Wow. Okay, 2.5. Wow. So Black Cat begins, but I don't know if this is the Joe Simon cover. But we have talked about this before. But anytime, but the sale's too strong to. Oh wow, another bondage cover. Look at that. I can save her cover. I think I can save her. But yeah, this looks great. World War II cover, I guess you could say. Yeah, but this looks great, man. Oh wow, look at that. Bondage skeleton cover. Wow, I love this. I love this part right here. I don't think I noticed this when we talked about this before. So you have the skeleton, the bound skeleton, the person that basically died. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, this is a great cover. Speed Comics. I can see why, like, much like with the Silver Streak, I can see why this one sold for as much as it did in like a low grade. I tell you what, uh, which one are you guys taking for the money? So you got Speed Comics 17. Let's say you don't have either. Which one are you taking for the money? The Speed Comics or Silver Streak? Which one you taking for the money? So the Silver Streak 1.5 or the 2.5 Speed Comics 17? Which one? Speed Comics or Silver Streak. Silver Streak. Silver Streak. Okay. Okay. Speed. Jeffrey Fonzo Speed. Okay. Speed. Speed for the flying tea bag. Okay. That's true. It is a flying tea bag on the cover. Silver Streak. Hell yeah. All right. What's next? What's next? So we have Batman 241, a CGC 9.6 sold for $15.95 after 57 bids. That to me, like I would expect a 9.8 to sell for that much, but not a 9.6. I would think a 9.6 would be, you know, probably be maybe a grand. That's what I was thinking. That's what I would think. Like a grand for a 9.6 of this. But for $15.95 after 57 bids, to me, that's a very impressive price. I forget if I have this book anymore. I think I might have sold it just because. I mean, it's a classic-ish cover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for an auction, that's amazing. Hell yeah. How many higher? Shoot, I forget. Okay, you know what? Let's look this up. So Batman 241. Let's look up. Beep, beep, beep. CGC. I'm gonna go with Go Collect. It feels quicker. Go Collect feels quicker. Okay. BATMAN 241. All right. Okay, so there's 998, one signature series 9.8 for this, and 31 9.6s in universal grade, and 3 9.6s signature series. So I don't know. It feels I don't for 31 9.6s. It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. I don't know. Yeah, random high grade Bronze Age books are strong. Yeah, man. That's weird. That's weird. But I don't know. This price doesn't probably people got caught up in the auction fury. That's what I'm thinking. All right, next up, Superman 243, a CGC 9.8 sold for $2,000. Wow. Okay, so only 9 and a 9.8. Okay. All right. So question time again. Which one are you taking for the money? So Batman 241 in a 9.6 or the Superman 243 in the 9.8? Which one are you taking? Which one you got? They're both Neil Adams covers, both classic-ish covers. Which one y'all taking? Which one you taking for the money? One of my favorite asses in comics. Yeah. Batman 241 all day. Superman 243. Batman. Josh Harlan, what's up? Batman, yeah. I don't know. It's so funny. I ask these questions, but I'm incapable of answering them myself. Batman. I guess I don't want to. I don't want to skew anything. How about that? Superman. Then I'd sell it and buy more Batman. There you go. All right. What's next? Weird Mysteries number 5, a CGC 1.0. So this is the classic brain surgery cover. Give me that. Give me that booty shot. Yes, sir. Okay, so Weird Mysteries. I had this book back in the day. I don't know if this is the book that I actually had because so I've okay, so this was like, gosh, I'm gonna say like maybe four-ish years ago. I found a copy for $100 and immediately sold it for like 1,500. I wasn't sure what to sell it for, honestly, but put it up for 15. It sold probably within an hour, and like maybe a couple years later, that exact book that I sold, someone had graded it and sold and like put it up for like 3 grand or something like that. But I forget if this I forget what the grade on it was. I forget if it was a 1.0 or a 1.5. But the pages were like super brittle and they were like frayed on the edges, like even where the staples are. Like so it was completely detached and completely like chipped away on all the edges. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this book anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to handle this book even to get it graded. So I'm just like, let me sell it and call it a day. But yeah, this is I'll tell you what, let me take a look at this thing. Weird Mysteries number 5. Because I really don't remember if this is the book that I sold or not. Let's see. Uh Off white pages. Definitely. Okay, so no, this is not the copy that I sold because there was no tape on the spine. Okay. Off white pages. This thing is like chipped up. How's this? Yeah, I would say tan pages more than anything, but whatever. What do I know? And I don't remember writing on the back. Okay. All right. But yeah, classic cover. I can't believe I found this thing. Even in the grade that it was, I can't believe I found it for $100. That's wild. All right. Yeah, exactly. Gruesome in a good way. All right. Dark Mysteries number 19 from 1954. Classic bondage cover. So this is like towards the end of the golden age where you had this was definitely before Seduction of the Innocent uh made its mark. But yeah, good looking book. A 5.0 sold for $1,524 after 36 bids. That's an impressive price to me. And I tell you what, which one would you rather have for the money? Which one? Question time again. Dark Mysteries or Weird Mysteries? Which one? Which one would you rather have for the money? You tell me. You tell me. Weird Mysteries or Dark Mysteries? Which one? All right. Next up is, and while you guys are answering that, we'll hop on to Werewolf by Night, number 32, in a CGC 8.0. In a what is this 8.0? So I've got an 8.0 of this. So I was just kind of weird mysteries. Weird mysteries. Okay. Wow, okay. I'd go weird. Okay. This cover is just like, to me, yeah, the Weird Mysteries is definitely one of a kind. And I'm thinking if that Weird Mysteries was in better condition, I probably would have held on to it. But I mean, that thing was just like, to me, it was just falling apart. So I'm just like, I gotta get rid of it. All right. So I've got a copy in an 8.0. So I was just kind of curious as to seeing what this thing was going for. All right. What's next? Dark Mysteries. Okay. I can save recover. All right. All right. Tim Holt number 21. CGC 9.0 S signature series with Frank Frazetta. All right, so only one in only one in the world, highest on census. So a 9.0 with Frank Frazetta's signature sold for 1974. Very impressive price. I have a copy of this. Of course, not it doesn't have Frank Frazetta's signature on it, but yeah, this thing is really nice. I love this cover. This to me, this cover is probably gonna stay in the collection. That's what I'm thinking. Neither Golden Age or just cover buys. So yeah, this is a great looking cover. With featuring Golden Age Ghost Rider. Love it. Love it. All right, next up, Funny Pages. I'm not sure what the hell this is, but Funny Pages, Volume 2, Number 10, CGC 5.0, first appearance of the Arrow. Oh, Centaur Comics. Okay. Yeah, I've had a couple of Centaur comics before. Okay. All right, so this sold for $3,899.99. Wow. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this book. Funny Pages. I got it. Let's see what's going on. All right. So first appearance of the Arrow. Okay, so Paul Gustafson, story and art. Who the hell is the Arrow? I know we're not talking Green Arrow, so hold on. Let me look up the Arrow. TheArrowWCNTURCOMICS. Let's look up the Arrow. Did I misspell Arrow? Did I misspell that? I'm sure I did. Don't mind me. Okay, so the Arrow. Oh wow, look at that. So he looks a lot like oh, okay. He looks a lot like I want to say Arsenal from the Arrow TV show. That's what he looks like. Or Speedy. That's what he looks like. Okay. Surprised they never bought. Okay. So where's the Arrow? All right, whatever. All right, but we know who the Arrow is now. Okay, next is, but yeah, that is a very impressive price. Next up is Detective Comics number 16, restored CGC 4.5 from 1938. Tell them. All right, so let's take a look at Detective Comics number 19. Let's take a look. So this sold for $26.50 after 26 bids. All right. So let's see what's going on. Beautiful stuff here. I find that price low with the SIG. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Frank Frazetta's signature on that Tim Holt comic. Heck yeah. Yeah, old label too. Isn't Funny Pages pre Marvel in the first comic book series? Oh shoot. I believe so. Funny Pages. Ah, I gotta. Yeah, I think so. All right, so let's take a look at restoration. Let's take a look at Detective 16. So this is June 1938. So this is what, a month after Superman debuts. Okay, so restoration, tear seals to cover and interior. Okay, so this is slight C1 restoration, slightly brittle pages. So you can see it. It's like you can see where the tear seals are, but still looks good. Yeah, I see it. I sees it. But yeah, I love these like pre superhero detective comics. I love these. Or rather pre Batman detective. How about that? But yeah, this looks awesome. All right. But sold for, I don't know. Does it feel low? I don't know. Or is it okay? Does this, even though it is restored, does this Detective Comics 16 feel low or not? Does it feel low or no? I didn't mean to rhyme. I do that from time to time. All right, next up we have Vampirella. This is easily some of my favorite covers here, especially Bruce Timm. All right, so we've got a lot of Bruce Timm comics. So we've got two Vampirella comics and two Bruce Timm Vampirella variants and the Cage #2 variant. So that looks like the American version. So to me, for restore, it seems like a good price. Okay. Do I have? Okay, I have the listing for this Bruce Timm. I just want to see if this Cage is the American version or not. And it looks like it is. It looks like it is. This is easily one of my favorite covers. Easy. And this is another one of my favorite covers as well. This Vampirella. Um, and this one, for whatever reason, it's not necessarily my favorite cover, but um, this one probably goes for the most. That's what I'm thinking. But I like this one better. To me, this cover is way better. Way better. But now I had this one back in the day, but the problem was like this probably would have stayed in my collection, but like that this half here was completely faded. Like I want to say the left half here was completely faded, and I'm just like I can't. I bought it and because it was like probably a couple bucks, but then I just immediately sold it. So Luke Cage is a ghost, isn't it? At this point anymore, yes. At this point, yeah, because the only thing you're gonna find of this is the foreign version. So, but I loved it. But I love like these, like this Cage and the Vampirella on the right. My favorite two of my favorite covers. I love them. And so this set sold for $900. I'm thinking I'm thinking he probably could have gotten more. He probably could have sold this for 1,200. That's what I'm thinking. Probably could have sold this for 1,200 and cleared 1,000 after fees and shipping. That's what I'm thinking. Probably could have because these are really tough to find. Especially, I would say the Cage and the Vampirella on the left. Two really hard to find books at this point anymore. So love these. Love this set actually. All right, what's next? Oh, we have more Vampirella. More of my favorite Vampirella cover here. The Bruce Timm. What did I want to say about this? So this 9.8 sold for $850, and the raw copy sold for wow, sold for $271. Nice, very nice. That's good to see. That's very good to see. Again, one of my favorite covers. All right. Yeah, it depends on how quickly you wanted to sell it. Yeah, 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 because sometimes if you just really want to get rid of it, you kind of you just dip the price a little bit. You know what I mean? Give me that lot for 900 over the single issue. Yeah, absolutely. And I got to imagine they're like high grade too. So, all right, next up, Evil Ernie #1. This 9.6, a 9.6 sold for $1,325. So I tell you what, which 9.6 would you rather have? Evil Ernie #1 or Batman 241 in a 9.6, similar price? Which one? Which one? Batman 241 in a 9.6 for 1600, or Evil Ernie #1 for 1300 in a 9.6? Which one? Which one? Which one? I have my answer for it, but I want to hear y'all's. Yeah, seems like you should have graded. Yes, but and it seems like this seller. I'm still taking Batman. Evil Ernie. Batman. Batman. Okay. All right. What's next? Vampirella #1. Evil Ernie because it's a key. Batman. Still Batman. Okay. All right. Vampirella #1. CGC 8.0. First appearance of Vampirella. Okay, so this 8.0 sold for 1551. All right, and question time again. Which one would you rather have? Vampirella #1 in the CGC 8.0 or Batman 241 for pretty much the same price? Which one? Which one? Which one? What you going with? Batman 241, CGC 9.6, or Vampirella in a 8.0, similar price? You take the Vampirella over the Ernie or Batman. Yes. Vampirella. Vampirella for the Frazetta art. Bruce. Batman because controversial take. I'm not a big fan of Vampirella #1. I've never found her attractive on that cover. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. She kind of looks kind of derpy on the cover. Love this book, Evil Ernie. Vampirella over Batman. Vampirella #1 signed by Mark Spears. I have Vampirella I have Vampirella #1 signed by Mark Spears coming in this week, as well as several signed different Comic Con. Oh, shoot! You know what? Vampirella #1 Mark Spears. I gotta hold on. Let me look this up really quick. Hold on. MarkSpears. Good thing I don't have to spell it out. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Of course. Okay. All right. All right. So, is this Mark Spears? All right. So, hey, Josh, which cover did you get? So you got this one. You got that one that looks like a cover swipe of I think a paperback book cover. More Mark. I have the blue cover. Nice. Nice. Okay. With the title on it. Okay. All right. And more Vampirella. Okay, now take a look at this one. This one is basically cut. The cover is cut in half, but you still see her. But you still see her, the full figure of Vampirella of number one. So this, even though the cover is cut in half, it's still sold for $230 after 3 bids. That, to me, that's very impressive. That is a very, very, very impressive sale. Even though the cover is mutilated. And what are you going to get on this? A 0.5? A 0.5 on this? So very impressive price, especially for it being cut like that. All right. Psylocke, number one, second print, wraparound cover. So there's raw copy. Never been able to find this, but this copy sold for, what does it sell? What does it sell for? $257. No, I could not pay that. Yeah, exactly. Especially for that thing being cut like that. Absolutely not. No way. Yeah, for half the cover, great price. Okay. Bennett just fell off the top of the couch behind the wall. Is he doing all right? Is he crying, or is he how's he doing? But he's pretty sturdy, so Bennett is very sturdy. Bennett, Mike's infant son. He's sturdy. But is he okay? Ends up trying to do it again. See, I told you. I got the Psylocke, but spine ticks. Yeah, see, I told you. Be all right. All right. Strangers in Paradise, number one. I don't know what, this is a book that I spent so much time trying to find. And then when I got it, I sold it. I'm just like, what are you doing? All right. So this 9.8 sold for $2,399. Not too much to say about it. I just thought it was a strong price. One of 17 on the census. Okay. Strangers is my grail. That back cover is insane. Yeah, you know what? Let me see. Do I have it? Strangers in Paradise. I don't think so. I don't think I have it. Otherwise, I'd take a look at it. But yeah, that a 9.8 on this is very impressive, and I can see why, just because of this back cover, and it's like a glossy cardstock, which picks up ticks like nobody's business. The 2 copies that I've had were both really ticked up, so a 9.8 on this is impressive, and a sale in a $2,000 sale on this is impressive as well. All right. Strangers in Paradise, low key messing with ghost hunters' heads. This is one series that needs to be streamed. Amazon story, amazing story and characters. Yes, I swear I saw Psylocke a few months ago. Okay, so you got this. So you got that cover, and you have the first print. How much was it? And next is Batman Greatest Foe. So this is a 4-pack of comics. I actually have it. I don't know why. I can't stand to part. Oh, $50 to $70. Shoot, I think the first print actually goes for that much as well. So, but damn, I don't know if I had seen this second print for 50 to 70, I probably would have pulled the trigger on that. That's what I'm thinking. But okay, so this here is that 4-pack. Or yeah, is it a 4-pack? Yeah, it's a 4-pack. It's like a back to I don't know what the hell this is. I think it has like a CD in it. It's got a bunch of shit in it um along with the comics. And it also has this book here, I think is underrated. It has a flat version of uh Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 50. So all the copies that you usually see are cardstock cover, gold foil embossed, but this is like a flat version, like just usual cover stock. But I like this book, or rather, I like this 4-pack, and I can't seem to part with it because I love it so much, and I've been after it for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put it back in its bag. And I remember finding this for like $5 at the blowout sale back in the day. But yeah, I love it. Love it. Love it. It's a debossed version. Absolutely. Debossed. It's a legit term. All right. What are we doing? Okay, Batman almost got him from the animated series. So this is I guess you could say the first published Harley Quinn picture. And yeah, so and it comes with the tape as well. I love this. I've been after this thing forever, but I can never seem to find it because I want it sealed up with the tape, but can never find it. So this thing sold for $410 after 27 bids. And this is interesting. So we have Batman 89 special #1 signed by Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer. And this sold for $1,500. I like this. Now, would I pay $1,500 for this? Probably not. Probably not. But it's cool item. Cool item, nevertheless. Very cool item. I like this. All right, next up, I would ask you which one you would rather have, this or the Batman 241. Which one? Which one? Okay, so Batman 89 special signed by Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, or Batman 241 in the 9.6. Similar prices. Which one? Which one? 241 or the autographed Batman special? Which one? Which one? That Batman is a great piece. Yeah. If you're a fan of Batman 89, yeah. That's way low on the Batman almost got him. I thought his signature was $300 alone. Batman 89. Okay. All right. Okay. This time I'm going to go with the autographed Batman. I figured as much. Autographs, and I'm not a fan of autographs either. Batman 89, autographed Batman. Okay. So we finally stumped you guys. We got you guys to turn on Batman 241. All right, next is Ice Cream Man #1. Now this is another book that I'd been after for a long time. But it could I could find so it's like I could find every other Ice Cream Man issue, but I could never find #1. And this 9.8 sold for $260. I don't know. I think this book has definitely dropped since the COVID times, but still, I don't know. I don't know. If I could find a copy for definitely not, I don't want to say like $50, but if I could find it for like maybe 40, no. If I can find it for like 35, how about that? I pulled the trigger on it. All right. I think Bryce Comics is assigned Keep Batman. Doesn't have this double sig though. Right. Master P, No Limit Soldiers. While it's down in price, I think I still think the Ice Cream Man is strong. Yeah, in the long run, yeah. All right. Now this is another one of my favorite covers here. So this is Age of Ultron #7. So this is a 1 in 50 Lionel Francis U variant. What happened to Lionel Francis U? What's he been up to, man? But this is we have regular Wolverine versus Ultimate Wolverine. I love this cover. I think this cover is great, and I especially think that Lionel Francis Yu does a really good Wolverine. I love his Wolverine. So this 9.8 sold for $162. Would I have been in the market to spend $162 on it? I don't know. I don't know. But I do like this cover though. Detective. Oh, we've already talked about this. I meant to delete this. And put something else in its place. I got that cover raw. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I love this cover. Miss Marvel #2. This book is still kind of going strong. A 1 in 50, the 1 in 50 Melina variant selling for $545.09. I don't know. Still respectable. All right. Incredible. These first two here are blasts from the past. Okay, so Incredible Hulks #365. This is the Eddie Granoff variant. Josh, I remember picking this up from your store back in the day. I remember buying this. And this is a book that I had been after for so long. I love this cover. But I just like it feels weighty and you can see Hulk's breath, you know. But yeah, I like this cover a lot. But Incredible Hulks 365. This raw copy sold for $160. And Adventure Comics number 12. This is a 1 in 25 Lee Bermejo variant. Now this is another cover that I had been after. I remember going to a comic book store and finding this for $5. I couldn't believe it. I got it graded and it came back at a 9.6. So in this raw copy sold for $270. But yeah, this is a really good cover. I'm thinking if it came back at a 9.8, I would have held on to it. I don't know. But I love this cover. All right, next is Wolverine 310 Stephen Platt 1 in 100 ratio variant. So this 9.8 sold for $3,500. Okay, for the money, which one would you rather have? This Wolverine 310 Stephen Platt in a 9.8 or Funny Pages? Which one? Funny Pages and a 5.5 for $3,899. Which one would you rather have? Funny Pages and a 5.5, first appearance of Arrow, or Wolverine 310 and a 9.8? Which one? Wolverine. Funny Pages. Wolverine due to being more of a modern guy. Wolverine. Okay. Wolverine. But we did get one for the Funny Pages. Tim Holt. Like Tim Holt better. All right. Okay, so we're in the Pulp hour. We're in the pulp hour. Okay, so this is where I wish Dino and Long Short were here. Um, but I love, 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 love these pulp covers. All right, Startling Mystery from 1940, February 1940, new torture cover. Oh, oh. Let's see if we can find. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So this copy sold for $412. I'm going to take a look at this thing very quickly. All right. Oh yeah, you can see a little nip action there. Okay. Wow. Water torture cover. Damn. So what did he do? So he drowned these chicks already, but they probably be blue, but they're like waiting to be drowned. That's probably. But yeah, this cover is wild. This cover is hella wild. And you can see like the like tears here. Wow. This thing is beautiful. Damn. What is it? Hot water too? Hey, what you trying to do that for these chicks for, man? It's a reprint cover for Pulp. Let's see. But I would love now. This is a cover I would love to find now, just because the cover is awesome. All right, Spicy Detective. Every time I see these Spicy Detectives, I can't help. First, Mr. Freeze, right? That's what it looks like. But Spicy Detective. Every time I see these Spicy Detectives, I can't help but think of Bruce Timm. So this is November 1936. So this CGC 6.5 sold for what did this thing sell for? $1,500. Wow. Okay. Spicy Detective. Spicy Detective. All right. Not that great of a picture, but yeah, this is great. I love this. So this sold for 1,500. Okay, which one would you rather have for 1,500 bucks? Which one? Which one? So the Spicy Detective in the 6.5, or the Batman 89 signed. Which one? Which one? Spicy Detective or Batman 89 signed? Which one? Which one you taking for the money? They both sold for 1,500. Which one? Wow, still Batman 89. Okay. But yeah, this is a great Batman, still Batman 89. Comic book countdown, Batman 89. Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. All right. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. But I love this Spicy Detective, man. Love it. All right. Next is Thrilling Mystery, September 1940. So this raw copy here sold for $410. Thrilling Mystery, September 1940. Where is this? All right. Let's see. Remove. Okay. Let's jump on in. Oh wow, another torture cover here. Well, attempted torture. Damn, these mad scientists they love torturing chicks. See, this is I don't think I can save her because dude is just like all tied up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, this cover is wild. I love it. I love this. A lot of cigarette ads on the backs of these pulps here. So September 1940. This is, she's going to get burnt. No, no, no. But yeah, I love this. This is great. This is a great cover. 1940s sold for, how much this thing sold for again? $410. Wow. Wow. I'm thinking I would have, like, for the condition, I'm thinking I would have been on this. That's what I'm thinking. All right, what's next? Game of Thrones style, yeah. Now here, this is a Pulp. He's making the boyfriend. Yeah. Damn, you got to do him like that. All right. Startling Stories, January 1950, classic robot cover, classic robot ray gun cover. I have this book. I was actually just looking at it today, but this sold for $206. All right, not too much to say about it, but yeah, I love this pulp. This is definitely a classic. This to me, this is like this is a later pulp. Like anything out of the 1930s, to me feels like a later pulp, and this is it right here. I love this. Remo, what's happening, buddy? What's up, Big Remo? All right, headlights. Yes, sir. I got CGC 8.5. Nice. All right, and this is another cover that makes me think of Bruce Timm for whatever reason. So we've got Planet Stories, March 1951. So this copy sold for $71. I don't know. Prices on this fluctuate a lot. Probably because there seems to be quite a few copies available. So, but yeah, for whatever reason, I think of Bruce Timm when I see this cover here. So I guess we know where Black Widow costume came from. Yeah, that's what it looked. Yeah, that's what exactly this looks like. Marvel. So this was so this book here, Marvel Science Stories. May 1939. So I believe this was a long story short book, and I believe Mr. Longshort does have this. He had shown this off, I believe, last week. So yeah, great girl in the tube cover here. So this raw copy sold for $243 after 3 bids. Nice. Picked up the Planet Stories this year. All right, what's next? What's next? All right, Phantom Detective. So we got a lot of pulps here today. Phantom Detective, August 1938. Good girl cover, vintage pulp. So this one sold for only $36 after 8 bids. I like this just because you got the ripped dress. Let me see if I can find the. Do I have it? Phantom Detective. Oh man, my stomach just still feels weird from like my head still kind of is like just a little, hurts just a little bit, and like like every once in a while I kind of feel it in my gut, that damn hangover. But I don't think I have the listing for it, but I just like the chick's ripped dress right there. Phantom Detective, April 1944. This sold for 36. Wow, so they both sold for $36. Still recovering from the party at my. I actually am. Like that party kicked my ass. I've been in bed pretty much all day. Like it wasn't until like maybe a couple of hours before the show started where I actually was just like able to function. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got my ass kicked last night. Don't get into mud, but live on stream. Oh man. Someone told years ago, chug a beer while struggling with a hang. Oh god, bro, I had to use rubbing alcohol today, and like that was a huge mistake because like that just brought up because I was feeling good until like I used the rubbing alcohol on something, and I just like, oh, it just brought back all that, like just the memories. It smelled exactly like what I drank last night. Oh, oh, damn it. Tranquilo. Tequilo. Mike spiked your drink. I swear it went out in the pool. Tomato juice fixes a hangover immediately. Honestly, I couldn't even stand to like eat anything or drink anything. I was just done. I was donezo. I was super done. All right, next up is Startling Detective, September 1933. So we have another bondage cover, and she's she's gagged. You got the hand creeping with the shadow. I like this, and it only sold for $60. So yeah, man, he Spanish flied me, man. Mike got me with that Spanish fly, man. What you do to me? Uh Dark Eyes vodka, plastic bottom shelf, $12 for the handle. Yes, sir. Amateurs. Listen, I'm done. I'm done with the heavy drinking anymore. I'm getting too old, man. I'm pushing 50 at this point. So we gotta like slow it down. We gotta pace ourselves. Citron vodka with sugar-free Gatorade cuts hangover down. Diddy party, yeah, man. Mike threw a Diddy party. Shit. Too many shots. Yes. Too many. I had too much hard liquor, I think. I think if it was just beer, I'd have been okay. What's up, Blue Green? How you doing, man? Older than your books. I turned 55. Oh, nice. Nice. Chad Cave, what's up? Happy birthday. Turned 55 today, and I drink 100 proof vodka. Whoa. Whoa. That's Everclear. Shit. That's that Everclear. We had that. Me and Mike had that back in the day. I think it almost killed Mike when he had it. Yeah. Coca, you know what? Damn it. I should have bought some. Yeah, man. I got to get coconut water. I got to get that. Hell yeah. Ain't no party like a jail party. Yes, sir. 59 on Wednesday. That's what's up. Three Rivers. I can't wait to hang with you, man, for Pittsburgh Comic Show. Can't wait. That's gonna be a good time. Yeah, man. Everybody's getting up there, man. Myself included. Shit. Yeah, I'm solo again. Yeah. I'm not sure what happened to Dino. I'm sure he's doing like some family stuff, for the weekend. And Mr. Longshort, he had some family plans or some like family surprises. How about that? So yeah, but that's okay. We can take our time here. We can bullshit around. Everclear. Oh. I'm just thinking about it and like getting sick. Oh, damn. All right, what are we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? If I could ever, if I could get to bed, I'd be on live. I'll tell you what. Well, I'll send you the link. All right. Dino must have broken his keyboard. All right. Okay, so I noticed a lot of sales for this week. So we have Detective Comics 880. I know. Uh, I recently just bought a copy, so I'm happy. But classic, modern classic Joker cover here. But yeah, we had like a ton of sales this week, so I'm not mad at it. Not too much to say, but it was just it was just interesting to see. Let me see if I find Mike in the chat. So yeah, I just sent you the link. But yeah, man, happy to see. Happy to see. The OA sold this week. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's look it up. Gotta look it up. Beep boop. Let's look it up. DE Detective Comics. DE COMICS 880 original ART. Okay, so let's see. Uh-oh, what happened? What did we do? Hold on. Oh, wow. Let me sign in really quick. Let me sign in. Oh, crap. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Holy cow. Look at that. So this sold for 2,000. Oh, Jesus. 288,000. Holy shit. Wow. Damn. That's amazing. Includes the buyer's premium, but still. I settled for a foreign virgin. Wow. You know what? That okay, yeah, that copy that was at Carol and John's. Yeah, I would have to imagine still be there. That's what I'm thinking. I know I've got two copies now. So I've got one that I just bought a few months ago, and another one that I bought, gosh, I want to say like maybe like 15 years ago. My goodness, that's amazing. Pocket change, right? Jock sees none of the money. Yeah, because I'm wondering who had this. Oh my gosh. I hope Jock. I hope this belonged to Jock beforehand. Damn. Shit. If I was him, I would just do a bunch of recreations of this cover. Just sell recreations of this. Wow. That is amazing. Amazing price for this. Okay. And I'm just now noticing the stubble on the Joker's chin there. I'm just now noticing this. Like that detail gets lost in the final print. But yeah. Or at the very least that those whiskers on the Joker's chin aren't as pronounced. Yeah, this thing is really nice. Wow. Oh, and speaking of heritage, man, my heart is broken. So there was something on heritage that I really wanted, right? But and I thought I bid on it. I thought I bid on it. So in like okay, so the I guess the online bidding portion. So I thought I threw my bid in, and then when it ended for way less than I was willing to, way less than my max bid on it, right? And so I'm just thinking, okay, great, I want it. But there's like nothing to say that I want it. There's nothing there. I didn't get any emails or anything. I'll tell you behind the scenes. I'll tell you behind the scenes. But yeah, but I really, really wanted this. And it went way below what I was willing to spend on, like willing to spend on it, or rather willing to bid. And but there was nothing to say that I bid on, that I won it or anything. So I don't know if I didn't like maybe press another button, you know what I mean, to complete the bid process. I don't know. But that's that. Yeah, my heart's broken. All right. Yeah, because I went days thinking that I won it, and I'd be getting the email like probably within a week of the auction ending. But then I just kind of looked deeper, and I'm just like, what? It's just there was nothing to say that I won it. But I don't know. We'll see. Heritage isn't the easiest place to figure out. You ain't lying. Damn. Jeez. That was really annoying. All right, what's next? Okay, Star Wars Thrawn #1, the Matina variant. So this 9.8 sold for $1,020. Is that price down or no for this 9.8? Because I could have swore 9.8s were going for like $2,000. I could have sworn. I don't know. And the winner has to pay 20. Yeah. But I don't know. This looks down to me. Only won 2 auctions. I wasn't trying to win. Go fit. I know, right? I know that Golden Age book that I bought a couple months ago. I'm like, I would have traded that in a heartbeat for what I wanted, for that item that I really, really wanted last week. I would have traded that in a heartbeat. I sold years ago. Okay. Buyer's premium included. Upcharge credit card purchases too. Yeah. Damn. All right. So not so hot book alert. Does anybody remember this book here? Naomi #1. Does anybody remember this? I remember this book very well. This was a hot book like right out the gate, and then it got increasingly hot. I want to say like summer of maybe what, summer of 2019, 2020, I think. I believe. But Naomi #1, this was like an easy, what is this book going for? Like $50 or something like that. I remember having the set. And because there was a TV show for this, right? There was a TV show. And she basically a Riri Williams knockoff, DC's own version, done by Brian Michael Bendis, who did both of these characters. But yeah, this was like, I remember finding the variant for this, the I guess you could say the Virgin variant for this back in the day, and being like super excited. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. Yeah, the show came out, lasted for a season. Yep, on CW. Yep. Yeah. And she was supposed to be, CW killed her. Yeah, she was supposed to be like a I don't know what her story was. She was a Kryptonian or some crap like that. I forget. $3. Yes. I could have swore I sold a copy for like 40 or 50 back in the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, Naomi #1. It's bringing back memories. I'm just looking at all this stuff that got me got me going to the comic book stores. You know what I mean? That basically charged my revved up my engines, I guess you can say. And yeah, I'm just looking at it now. I'm just like, ugh. I'll see it at a store and just go, ugh. I don't even want to look at it. It's the equivalent of looking at alcohol during a hangover. That's what looking at this is like. She's still in comics. I know, right? I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't think guys were specking hard on this way back. Shit, I was one of them. I was one of them. Now I wasn't paying like the premium. I was paying like cover price. But yeah, for sure. To be fair, even modern spec character shows have been good. Those are still worthless. Dr. Afro, yeah. Yeah. I still have a couple 9/8 of the first appearance. All right. Now let's get into a proper slideshow here. Young Allies, number 13, Alex Schomburg cover. So this is from 1944. So I don't know. Since no chicks are tied up here, this does not count as a bondage cover. In my humble opinion, it can only be a bondage cover if it's chicks that are tied up. For all those modern, if all of those modern first rebound were going to wish, I'm going to now I wrestle with this. I don't hear anyone lately saying that this book is great because of a show, or I think they learned their lesson. Right, right. Yeah, I think people are just done with the TV spec, especially movie spec. Very trepidatious, but TV spec, absolutely not. All right, Young Allies. What is this thing? Let's take a look at the census. 52 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.6, 194. All right. A CGC 5.5 rather sold for $1,058. So let's take a look. Young Allies, number 13. Okay. So we got Bucky and Toro. See, even they don't even have this listed as a bondage cover because it doesn't count if it's not a chick that's tied up. Look at dude's lips. They're just poking from this. They're just kind of like, they're so big. They're just like coming from behind the ghoul's head. If this were the 70s, this character would be saying jive turkey. Male bondage doesn't count. Exactly. But I like this cover. Everybody just like the only two normal looking characters, honestly, are like is Bucky. That's it. Everybody else kind of looks like caricatures. Except for young Peter Parker here. That looks exactly like Peter Parker. All right. What are we doing next? All right. Shadow Comics number 1 from 1940. Okay. So, first appearance of the Shadow and Doc Savage in comics. Okay. Yeah. So 37 total, 1 9.0. Yuck mouth. is that what his character's name was? Yuck mouth from Fat Albert. I could have swore it was something else, like maybe Dumb Donald or something like that. Mushmouth, Mushmouth, Mushmouth. Yes, yes, Mushmouth. Come on, Bix. Yeah. Mushmouth. All right. 37 total on the census with the Shadow Comics. Highest is a 9.0. All All right, take a look at this. This 1.5 sold for basically sold for $1,800. All right, so I want to take a look at this. This is a great cover, though. By the way, I'm not necessarily a Shadow fan, but the star of the Pulps and Radio, the Shadow. Where is it? Do I have it? Shadow Comics. I'm trying to find it. I don't think I have it. But at any rate, I don't think I have it. I can't find it. But anyway, a very impressive price for a 1.5. So you had the first appearance of the Shadow, first appearance of Doc Samson in comics. Before that, they were in pulps. So, all right, I'm not mad at this. 1940 book. To me, this is a respectable price. I live. Really pop. Yeah. This is a great red cover here. We need a modern interpretation of Fat Albert. The one episode that sticks out to me of Fat Albert is they had this friend that wouldn't shower and he stunk. And they tried to get him to, like, I don't know, like use deodorant or take a shower or something like that. That's the one episode that sticks out to me. Okay, what's next? Thrilling Comics number 64. It feels like we talked about this book on Hot Book Alert Live before, but we'll talk about it again. Great Alex Schomburg cover. I love this cover. So this is from 1948. This cover is awesome. Shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The movie, the Fat Albert movie. Next time you have Long Short Dino on, you should open your show to talking. Yeah. With Kenan Thompson, Fat Albert movie. Yep. Oh man. Beep 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 beep. Okay, so what did I want to say about this? 42 total on the census. The highest being a 9.4. Okay. All right. So this 8.0 sold for $875. I don't know. Like, to me, this is a really nice high grade. I'm thinking I would have sold this for way more than just 875. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. They have it mistitled. They have it as 61, but it's actually 64. But yeah, let's take a look. Peter Peter Drebin covers. We've talked about Peter Drebin before on this show. I like, if I tell you what, if I come across it, for sure, 100%, I would. For sure, if I would ever come across it, yeah. But yeah, this seems low for a for a for a Schomburg and a NATO like this, and it's a good girl cover. Yeah, this is very, 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 very low. Hell, you pay that for like a 4. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Next up, okay, now we're in the modern age here. All right, Devil May Cry #1. So this is from 2004, and this is a Michael Turner variant. This is a dude. I never, ever see Devil May Cry comics anywhere. Like, and when I do, it's just like, it's very sporadic. It'll be like a single issue. You'll never see like a run of Devil May Cry in the long boxes anywhere. You know what I mean? So, an 800 for an 8.0 is criminally low. Absolutely. But yeah, I never see this book. I just never see, hardly ever see Devil May Cries anywhere. Like I may have seen like maybe maybe two copies, and they were both like on separate occasions, and it was just like that single issue. You know what I mean? Like you never see multiples of Devil May Cry anywhere in the long boxes. But yeah, this is a good cover. Beautiful Michael Turner cover. This is a great Michael Turner cover. All right. The census on this. So we've got 96 total. So we've got, dang, 52 9.8s universal grade, 50, or rather 8 signature series, and 1 qualified. Okay. All right. So let's see what this thing sold for. Oh, come on. I don't have the. Jeez. Now I know I had the. Okay, here we go. All right, here you go. So this sold for. So this raw copy sold for $150. I'm not quite sure if this is like an exclusive or anything like that, but that's a straight up Turner ass cover. Yes, it is. Very much so. But yeah, this is a great cover, and for the price, I'm like, holy cow. So, and like I make it a point to try to find Devil May Cry, and I just can't. So yeah. So this raw copy sold for $150. All right. Next up, all new Ghost Rider #2 from 2014. So this is a 1 in 50 Felipe Smith variant. Now this is a book I never see, and I don't think it really pops up on eBay that much, honestly. I don't think so. Turner signed 9.8, went for $400. Okay. Nice. Damn. All okay, so 12 total on the census, 8 9.8s. Okay. Yeah, this book does not show up at all. And like I don't think there are any available on eBay as far as this cover goes here. So all right. Okay, so a raw copy of this sold for $170. Wow. That's, to me, that's impressive. So and it just shows you that this book doesn't show up that much. You know what I mean? So yeah, very impressive price for all new Ghost Rider #1, and it just sold today for 170. All right. Oh, geez, what did you do? Okay, so here we go. So I messed that up. All right, next up, Deadpool #45, the 1 in 50 Scotty Young variant. I had this book back in the day. I could have swore. So I could have swore I bought this from Josh's store, Imaginary Worlds. I could have swore I did. He had this available. I could have swore I did. I could have swore. But yeah, good looking cover, good looking black cover, 1 in 50 Scotty Young variant from 2015. 292 total on the census. For whatever reason, I would have thought that there would have been more on the census, but the highest 69 9.8s and 30 signature series 9.8s. All right, so a raw copy of this sold for $700. Wow. Damn. So yeah, all right. Not too much to say about it. It's just I was really floored by the price of this. I'm not quite sure why it's going for so much now, but because I could have swore 9.8s, graded 9.8s, were going for as much, you know. So, but yeah, something to look at. All right, GI Joe Origin. I had this book like not too long ago too. GI Joe Origins So I believe it's a 1 in 10 Joe Benitez variant. The census on this is 6. Only 6 on the census. Or rather, I'm sorry, 9 total on the census. With 698 and 2 signature series 9.6s. All right, so let's take a look. A CGC 9.8 sold for $600. Okay. I mean, impressive price. Very, especially with this black cover. I got to imagine this thing like ticks up like nobody's business. So, all right. And Copra, number 12. So this is a Michael Fife art and story. So this is a book. I don't like. It's just weird. I'm not quite sure what this book is about. I had the compendium for this, which had like the first 3 issues all together, but I'm not quite sure what's up with this. Black supremacist is it black activist worthy? Is the GI Joe 19 black activist worthy? Absolutely. Absolutely. That Deadpool sale is baffling. I don't know. Maybe it's fuckery afoot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really seeing any other sales in like comparable to that, you know? All right. Copra number 1. And I was like thumbing through that Copra, and I'm just like, this shit is unreadable. It's just the story and the art, it just all looks dumb. But let's take a look at the census here. But if I come across, but I'm definitely looking for a copy, I'll tell you that. 32 total on the census. 8 Universal 9.8s, 7 Signature Series 9.8s, and 3 qualified 9.8s. So a raw copy sold for $300. Yeah, this book goes for a hell of a whole lot. I don't remember this book back in 2012 at all. And this was, you know, I was collecting books. I was buying books hot and heavy. So I don't remember. I really don't remember this book. All right. I love this cover. I don't have it, but I'm looking for it. Transformers number 17. So this is a 1 in 10 Marcelo Mater. Oh gosh, I should have did the text to speech. Mattery, Marcelo Mattery variant. But yeah, this is a cool Megatron cover here. So this came out in 2020. There's some where the GI Joe IDW books, they do go for something, but I will say that they are way more plentiful in the back issue bins than GI Joe Transformers. Like finding GI Joe Transformers is like a needle in a haystack. I never see these at all. All right. So this raw copy sold for $100. Just a couple days ago on July 4th. So yeah. Kick off Independence Day, right, with a Megatron cover. But yeah, good looking cover there. I didn't even know that thing existed. All right, and we are done. All right, everybody. I still got to get over this hangover. Yeah, I got to get over this hangover. I got to get over. Hold on. Dude. I'm doing it. But yeah, so I got to rest. I got to look in on Sylvester, see how she's doing, looking on the cat. And yeah, you guys, thank you so. And Bruce, personalized out to Carter. Thank you so much for that. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me talking comics, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, good show, great show. Thank you so much. You guys made it great, actually. I'm just here. But you guys made this show great. Thank you so much. And we will. Okay, so long story short, on Thursday, hopefully a comic book haul on Friday, and we circle back with an all new hot book alert live. Good night, everyone.